Coach our coaches, classes, and sessions. Let's decode what men really mean when they say certain things. Excuse number one. If he says I'm so stressed out, he's broke. Says I'm going through a lot, he's broke. If he says I'm fighting my demons right now, he's broke. If he says I have a lot on my plate, he's broke. Last but not least, if he says I'm severely overwhelmed, what does that mean, class? He is broke. Good job. A's across the board.
Now, I'm not going to go with the unhammered attacks and attack her figure at all. I'm just going to speak what she said. I'm going to attack the argument. Now, I did make a comment on her page, and here it is. And I said, nah, rich men go through other things besides finances. This applies specifically for ones who aren't rich. Hey, she's just talking about the money. Now, like I said, I wasn't going to attack her. I'm just going to attack the argument. Typically, when women say, I'm working on myself, she big as fuck. Typically, when women say, I'm battling demons, she big as fuck. And when women say, I don't feel good and something is wrong and I'm mentally going through something, you guessed it. She big as fuck. And you want to get married. Pack it up.
All right, so what do you guys think about what he had to say and what she had to say? You know, I think it's rather interesting when women, you know, like to constantly talk about men being broke. I think that's very interesting. It's an interesting take because you often hear women always coming for men and always having something negative to say about a man. And how much money he has and if he's broke and all of these things. But when you really think about it, a lot of the women who are calling the men broke are broke themselves. Make that make sense? A lot of the men, a lot of the men that these women accuse of being broke, they're just assuming in there, and they don't really know. They just assume, but they be broke themselves. But, you know, women will say, well, the man's supposed to be the protector and the provider. Of who, though? Not of you. Just because he's dating you doesn't mean that he's obligated to take care of you. That's the part I think a lot of women are missing. And how you are broke calling somebody else broke. Your brokenness should not be justified. You know why? Because y'all are modern women. You're equal to men. So, in reality, a man is not, by your own admission and by your own logic, a man is, in modern times, should not be expected to take care of you. Because y'all can make your own money. Y'all got bank accounts. You're entrepreneurs. Y'all make more money than men according to y'all. Y'all the most educated, right? So you should not even be worried about a man's brokenness. Even if he is broke, that should be the least of your concern. Why? Because y'all are touting yourselves as the most educated. Y'all make more money than men. Men are all dusty. Y'all already say they broke. So why you keep reiterating the fact that they're broke? And why should it matter to you? If you're an entrepreneur, y'all boss chicks, y'all got 2 businesses, y'all got all this money, y'all doing well, why are you worried about a man being broke? Shouldn't you be minding your business and being peaceful in your entrepreneurship? Shouldn't you be, you know, content with your life because your life is better than you settling for a dusty? That's what y'all say, right? But all black men are dusties and they the bottom of the barrel and they ain't worth it and you can do bad all by yourself. So if you can do bad by yourself, why are you worried about a broke man? Why is that even a concern? Usually people, when something doesn't bother you or it doesn't pertain to you, you don't address it, you don't talk about it, you don't go near it. But y'all keep focusing on a man being broke and y'all supposed to be so much better. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that you consider black men dusty and broke, but y'all still are expecting them to pay for all the bills, pay your rent, pay this, pay everything for you. Any of your expectations, any of the expectations that you have, you still are looking for these so-called broke, dusty black men to level up and pay for your stuff. Why would any educated entrepreneur boss chick be worried about a man paying their bills when y'all got it in the bag. Y'all don't need a man to do that. You should come to the table correct. You should come to the table saying, I'm a boss chick, I got it. I don't need nothing from you. Now, if we establish a relationship and we come together, then okay, cool. But I don't need anything from you because I'm not obligated. I'm not obligated to give you anything, and he's not obligated to give you anything. But y'all are not moving like the way you should based on the way you say you are. You're not moving. Your responses and your actions are not equivalent to what y'all say y'all are. Y'all are these independent boss chicks. Y'all get into the bag. Y'all out, earning men. Then act your wage. Then you be the boss chick that you are. Because if you're talking about a man that's a boss, he not looking for nobody else to fund his life and pay for him. He can handle that himself. That's not his worry. So if y'all want to be equal to a man, you want to be bosses, y'all act like a boss. A boss gonna walk in and have a check. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be able to pay for it the same way y'all expecting these men, because y'all are equal to men, to pay for it. You should walk in and say, I got this. It's no skin off my back. I'm good. This is nothing. But that's not the case, huh? Because y'all still want men to be traditional men, while you can be modern so-called boss chicks, but you still looking and expecting men to act in a traditional way. Y'all, it can't work that way. And this is why men are pushing back, not because they're all broke, because they don't want to yield to your unrealistic expectations. And then on top of that, y'all have these boss chick mentality, like y'all really running shit and you really got it going on. But the truth of the matter is you're really not. You're really not. And this is why you put so much emphasis on men paying and doing the most, is because you're struggling trying to do it by yourself, and it's okay. A lot of people are struggling. But when you have this elitist type of entitled mindset, thinking that you're better than most men, and of course men are going to respond to that. Men are going to start picking holes in your narrative. Like, wait a minute, y'all are most educated, y'all all entrepreneurs, y'all all out earning men, but why are you still needing a man or asking a man to pay for everything 100%? It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. But it just points to the fact that a lot of these women are lying. Let's just call it what it is. A lot of them are lying. You're not really making that much money. You need help. Your bills are due and you need help. Your priorities are off. You're not managing your money properly, the money that you do make, and you're spending it all. And now you want a man to come in and fill in the gaps. You want him to come in and take on all of your responsibilities because you're tired of doing it. Or you're incapable of maintaining that. It's not as easy as you think. And now the fact that y'all have put it out here that y'all don't need a man. Okay, cool. You can do bad by yourself. You're not gonna settle. But somehow a lot of the women who say that, they still would love a man to come in, but not come in to be like a helpmate, not coming in to be y'all work together and to be, a person that you can lean on or a person that you can work with. No, you want him to come in and just take it all over. Take it over. Take on your debt. Take on everything that you've messed up. You want him to fix it, to be the fixer, the fix-it man, and come in and just make your life whole again. Get you together, pay off your debt, pay for everything, while you on the side work on getting yourself back to where you want it to be, so you can continue to claim this boss chick status. It's like y'all want to use men. And this is not all women, but there are a lot of women who think like this. I'm not speaking to all women. Every woman doesn't think this way, but the ones who do, this is the ones that tend to be single, because once men realize what you're doing, they run for the hills. They don't want no parts in that. And I think that is part of the reason why so many people are single, and that there's a disconnect between women and men. But y'all got to stop thinking that every man that y'all meet is broke. And if you're focused on him being broke, then that's a projection, because you're probably broke yourself. And you don't want a broke man because you know you broke, and you know how you feel and what that's like. So you're projecting your brokenness onto him when you're supposed to be a boss chick with it all made in the shade. And you're really not, and you're just projecting and disrespecting men at the same time. And I think that's part of the reason why y'all will be single and continue to be single, because you don't know how to communicate, you don't know how to work with men, and you think you're better than them, when in actuality you are not. I'm just saying.